Welcome to another episode of Shop Happenings. Yes, today's going to look a little different. Today I'm in my own shop and I'm making 21 of these. What this is an adapter to put CDL Spiles. This is a CDL Spile. We're in maple syrup country here. My brother owns a business called Rocky Knoll Maple, and he uses these spiles to put into a tree. This end goes into the tree. This end connects to a line that goes back to a tank. All these lines are under vacuum, and these have to be really tight. The problem is when you push the tube onto here, it becomes an issue. So walk over here to my toolbox. I got this toolbox from my uncle. I'm just going to show you a piece of this tube here so I can set this up and show you what this looks like. So here's our tube, and this spile, this has to go in here. So as this goes in, it's tough to push this in when it's cold outside. And today we're 30 degrees. I'm in my unheated shop this morning machining these parts. So to push this on is almost impossible. We need some adapter that'll allow for that for the direction of push to be this way and in line with this side. What my adapter does, I kind of invented this myself one day working in the woods with them. What this does is this adapter goes into a tool that's here that clamps onto here, which then gives us a straight line push, so this goes in together. So let's take a look at how I machine this. First I started out with 3/4 inch 6061 aluminum, machined this down to 7/16 in diameter, made a shoulder here. All this will get deburred later because there's 2 more steps have to be done from where I'm currently at, which is this, and I need to get to this. So that's a little bit of a process, and I want to show you how that works. So here I am at my bench vise, and what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take my 5C collet holder, my 5C collet block. I've got a 5C collet in here. I'm going to turn this end, remember, down to 7/16. Just clean that off real quick. So I'm going to push this in like that, and it slides in really snug, and I like that. So it slides in snug, so you can see I've got my blank out here. I'm going to throw this in my vise, snug it down. I'm putting this in the middle of my vise so I don't bend my vise at all. So you'll see it here in the vise. I'm going to take my custom-made wrench that I made, and I'm just going to snug this down. So let's see if we can get this. Oops. See if we can get this snug down a little bit here. Sorry about the camera. Get that snugged up, and give this a good tightening. So here we are at my milling machine, or one of my 2. I got very fortunate and found 2 of these for sale from a machine shop. They had 6. If I had room, I might have bought all 6, but somebody talked me off the ledge, and I appreciate that. So what I've got in my vise here is I custom made a vise jaw to allow this block to be held in at a 45-degree angle. And it looks really funky down in there, but the reason all those little wedges and edges are in there is this is a clearance for the nut, and this is where the part sits right here. I just made a little clearance with an end mill so that the corner, if there's a burr or something on the corner, it doesn't get hung up. So I'll get this tightened up and I'll show you the process of machining. So here we are up and running. I'm going to take a 200,000ths cut the first time. Just going to grab that. I like to put a little cutting oil on this. I find that my bits cut better, they last longer, and my surface finish gets tremendously better. We're just going to take a real quick initial pass here. That was a 200,000ths depth of cut. I'm now going to take 100,000 steps of cuts until I get to my desired depth here. So we'll make a couple more cuts here, and we'll take it out of the vise, and we'll see it when it's done. So I'm making these adjustments, these depth adjustments, off camera as we move forward with the process. And I've got one more to go. So now we got our part machined. Real quick, clean this off so that when I put the next one in, I don't have to clean it again. Let's take it out and see what our surface finish looks like. Alright, so as you can see, we've truncated this. The surface finish is amazing. I mean, that's just smooth as silk. I like it. So here I am at my other mill. I am cleaning off my vise, or cleaning off my block. I'll clean off my parallels, make sure they're good. And what I've done is I've set this up so that this block's going to sit in here like this. I've got a little 1/2-inch piece of aluminum I just toss in here. It gives me my spacing right, so I don't have to redo my spacing on every piece. And tighten up my vise. And this cut is a 7/16" ball end mill, and it's going to machine into this end. Let's see how this works. So what I do is I have a little bit of a clearance there. I gave myself 200 thousandths clearance before I start machining here, just so I can get my block in. And let's see what that looks like. Get that out of the vise. And we've made our little slot. So here we are back at the bench again, and here's the part I just machined. Just took it out of my collet block with my 5C collet. I got my 5C collets and collet block from CDCO Machinery. They're out of Illinois. I'm really happy with their products. Really inexpensive, and I found that their accuracy is within the tolerance zone that I need. But here's another completed driver tool that we're making here. Like I said, I'm making 20, 21, 22, 23 of these if I don't scrap any. But this is the one we just finished, and surface finish is good. We just got to deburr the edges here, and this will be a completed project. So I hope you enjoyed this different video. This is something new for me, showing off my home shop here. Hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to do more from here. Stay tuned.